Good morning. Earlier this year, I was preaching a sermon, and I told a story about a book that I had been reading called The Simple Faith of Mr. Rogers. It's written by Amy Hollingsworth. Amy actually was a journalist, and she was able to interview Fred Rogers, and over the course of time, the two of them would become close friends. And she wrote this book to share some of the stories and the lessons that she learned from Fred Rogers, particularly about his faith and how his faith helped to shape his life and the message that he brought to children and adults alike all around the world. She shares a story in her book about an interaction that Fred had one time with one of his mentors, Dr. Orr. Dr. Orr was one of his seminary professors. You remember that Fred Rogers was actually a Presbyterian minister before he started doing his children's TV show. He had gone to seminary in order to become a Presbyterian minister. Well, Dr. Orr was one of his favorite professors and a mentor of his. But later on, as time went along, Dr. Orr got sick and was moved into a nursing facility. And Fred and his wife would make it a habit of every Sunday after church going to visit Dr. Orr while he was there. It was one Sunday morning while they were in church that they were singing the hymn, "A Mighty Fortress is Our God." It's a great hymn written by Martin Luther, the leader of the Protestant Reformation. And there was a line in this hymn that it caught Fred Rogers one day and had him thinking. The line of the hymn said, "The Prince of Darkness grim, we tremble not for him. His rage we can endure, for lo, his doom is sure. One little word shall fell him." Fred was thinking about that line, and whenever he went to go see Dr. Orr that afternoon, he asked him, "What is that one little word? That one little word that shall fell him? What is that one word?" Dr. Orr thought about it for a moment, and he looked at him and he said, "Forgiveness. Forgive them, Lord. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." Forgiveness is the word. Dr. Orr went on to explain that there is one thing that hatred and evil cannot stand, and it's forgiveness. Fred said that this always stuck with him. And as he would talk to kids and adults about what do we do with our feelings towards somebody that has made us angry? What do we do whenever we feel hurt? Oftentimes Fred would see other television shows and it would depict good guys and bad guys. And the good guys would often be going to enact justice, their own form of justice, by shooting or hurting somebody violently, as if to say that the good guys have justification for causing violence against the bad guys. And Fred liked to always say, there's a better way to be able to handle our problems. When there's somebody who has hurt us or wronged us, we don't just have to resort to violence. Maybe the one thing that evil and hatred can't stand at the end of the day is forgiveness. Is it possible today that there's somebody who needs your forgiveness? Is it possible today that there's somebody that you need to ask forgiveness from? If there's one thing that can bring this world together and begin to heal us, maybe it's forgiveness. Learning how to forgive one another, what we find is it often does more for our own hearts when we offer forgiveness to others than it does for them. Maybe that's how we begin to bring healing in our world. I hope today you'll remember that one little word, forgiveness. I hope you have a great day.